ahoy, boys, girls, and take a line between. Just started lunch. Anyways, it's a perfect time for a video. uh, anyways, where we last left off. Training montage with Deku as the teacher. And Aaron, the grandson of Aaron Lycan, who is the new Ultimate Werewolf, trains with his new friend, Ari, and his new teacher, Deku, or Izuku. Also, apparently Ari's mom and Dimitri hooked up, which is not all surprising. And Deku finished telling his story. Okay, so let me get this straight. So, you're a vampire. Mm-hmm. You're a count. Mm-hmm. And vampires are essentially immortal. Yes? And how old are you? Same age as your daughter. Mentally, same age as your daughter. It is very true. He is no count, but he is fitting in well. He has the gall to talk back to the king. Now that means that he is seriously either brave or very stupid. Maybe both. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just don't necessarily fear him that much. Anyways, I had to go help your daughter and her friend with their hangovers. You said it was non-alcoholic. I lied. Here, have some water. I blame you for this. You should. What did we do last night? We stayed up all night because you said, and I quote, "Let's play Mario Kart." Then after we finished like 2 or 3 rounds of that, Al had the bright idea of fighting, which is most likely why you see our training area is up in flames, as it's literally in flames. And then, after that, you guys were severely hurt, so I had to get some potion. I tripped. And the potion splashed on you, luckily. Then I decided, hey, let's all go to sleep. You two, or 3, I guess, said no. Then Aaron suggested something so hilarious. He thought, Izuku, what would happen if I bit you while bearing my fangs? What would happen if you bit me while you were bearing your fangs? Which I find extremely hilarious, because... werewolf toxins don't have any effect on vampires, because we were literally made from werewolves. And the same goes with the other way around. Although I don't know what would happen if a vampire and a werewolf bred. I'm not hungry. No, I mean like tried having a child. Hybrid. Wonder what they look like. They looked adorable. Okay, I'm gonna take the subject off of that, and isn't it almost time for us to go to the UA entrance exams? Oh shit, we're gonna be late. Okay, let's run. After they reach there, barely, they all sit down in separate seats. Well, actually near each other. The usual Bako encounter happens. By that, he just accidentally bumps into Deku. And Aaron is currently twitching as Ida calls him out. I believe that is not a good idea. As Deku stands up and looks at him as he enthralls him. I believe it's just his quirk acting up. He's a wolf, so that's physically impossible. Now go slap yourself. He just slaps himself with his hand. I did not think that would work, but that is amazing. I believe that is not a good use of your quirk. Sorry, it was an accident. I was just very, very angry. I will believe you for now, but I have my eye on you. Anyways, Zero Pointer is kind of a big guy, more of an obstacle. Anyways, all of them are sent to different grounds, and I will be covering them individually. They all know basic magic at least, which is enough to get them by. Anyways, so I feel like I should start with Deku for some reason since, picture. Deku pulls out his sword. By that I mean the Shatter Blade, which is what I like to call it. He uses each individual piece to, cut hardware on robots. As he's just hacking and slashing. As he's also avoiding people. And when he sees the Zero Pointer, something weird happens. You see his eyes, they're currently blood red or... Well, they're currently blood red, so instead, his entire eyes, both of them, they go completely red. No white, no irises. It's just blank. As he runs. As the sword disappears. And Deku's just using to get his claws. As he yells, slash! As red beams come out. As the robot is... It's cut very badly, so it cannot function anymore. As Deku's falling down, and he says, I'm hungry. Huh, isn't this a predicament? Well, at least I can pull out my wings. As he tries, nothing's happening. Oh well, I can always just land this. As Deku gets slapped across the face. Rude! I was gonna land! You're gonna... Ugh. Do you need any help? Test over! Ugh. Anyways, now with Ari. She's shooting off magic, conserving it, of course. Then she comes across a Zero Pointer of her own. She knows that it's an obstacle, but she still wants to try. It's human mentality. She shoots off a random spell that she knows is powerful. Well, would help in the situation. It's a slight, how do I put this? Electric spell. It backlashes on the user twice as much as it does on the opponent. So, she has to use it sparingly. So she just uses a little bit, as it's enough to somewhat short-circuit the Zero Pointer. As it starts going haywire as it's in kill mode. I don't think this is a good idea. She runs and tries another spell. A light spell. It's a weird beam that will... Well, it's called Sunbeam. a weird sun cult made it, and the vampires just picked it up, since their main weakness was light magic, and light magic's main weakness is dark magic. That burns some metal. The backlash is that they go temporarily blind for 2 minutes. Since it's too bright. Plus a huge amount of mana. So she is on the floor huffing and puffing. Test over! Now with Aaron. He's doing the usual. Slashing, running, all fours, and the occasional saving. He sees a 0-pointer as he says, should we evacuate? Should we save people? Should we evacuate? You see the dilemma we have here. Listen, shut up and fight. Okay. But I don't know whether or not this is a good idea. Don't worry, I'll supply you with the magic that you'll need. Just create a giant fireball. As Aaron jumps up into the sky, as he puts both of his hands up where the sun is. Really? As the fireball gets bigger and bigger. Ooh, what should we call this? I think we should call it Supernova. Whatever, as he yells, Supernova! As he slams a gigantic fireball into the 0-pointer. Woo! I win! My hands burn. Test over! Woo! How'd you guys do? Is that you, Izuku? As she feels his face. Yes. Careful, I could have been into you. Sorry, I'm temporarily blind. Okay, I think I passed though. I see you're doing fine, Aaron. My hands are burning. I could notice that. You must have used a huge amount of magic and used it in, I don't know, say a giant fireball or something. Which you didn't count for, having a protective fire protection spell around you. Or a code of your own magic. No, I did not. You two still have a long way to go. How'd you do? I lost control and went into something that vampires going through puberty normally do. Or new to puberty. It's called blood rage. It's where we go completely insane when we're faced with a gigantic enemy. Normally we use it against titans. Or giants, in that matter, but oh well. Guess that thing was roughly the size of a giant or a tiny child. Okay. Also, someone slapped me on the cheek. It hurt. Oh, are you okay? But to be fair, I was falling at like Mach stupid. I was falling very, very fast. Oh. Let's just go home. Agreed. As they walk off. Anyways, that's gonna leave it off, Wolf. I have a feeling that they all passed. I mean, they're main characters, so they probably will. It was absolutely awful.